game he plays to just have fun like at these tournaments. And the AeroLink, on the other hand, is what people will sometimes negatively refer to as a tryhard. He is extremely driven to play. He practices a lot, and by a lot, I mean like a lot, and like grinds all the time. He definitely wants to be a person who wins tournaments and like is a high-level player. And so they both, you know, have kind of gotten to the same place, but their pathway to get there is very, very different.
It's almost an Armada Mango sort of situation.
Yeah, it kind of is.
And so it really is fitting that we see these two completely different styles of players really in this Grand Finals, representing both sides of the coin.
Yep, and I think their characters actually are pretty representative of those styles too. Like Bayonetta is a character who is pretty complicated, and you have to sit down and grind combos and figure like exact follow-ups up and like what you can do off of different DI mix-ups. Whereas Ness, you know, it's fairly simple. He's got big hitboxes. He's got pretty simple throw combos. You grab people, you back air them, they go away. Like his up B is kind of quirky, but you know, not like something that you really have to spend too much time grinding, assuming you get a good feel for it.
And what could make this a bit difficult, I think, for AeroLink is just the potency that Ness has with every single grab. Early percents, we're looking for some really big damage off of follow-ups, and at those later percents, we're looking for those kill throws like we saw earlier from Awestin. Dead even as far as the percent goes. Awestin now opening AeroLink up with a slight lead. These aerials, as he's falling, have been connecting so far, but with witch time on the table, he has to be so cognizant and so sparing of that particular option.
Yep, yeah, we did see that happen a lot in Winners Finals. Lots of witch times, lots of kills he's getting from that might be high enough, and AeroLink carries him all the way up for that up air.
Now AeroLink a game away from taking his first Grand Finals in almost a year.
Just needs one more. So, from Awestin. Don't know if I want to get Counterpick back to Battlefield, just because it had been 3 games there and he did lose. And so, yep, he is going to try Duck Hunt, which I think actually is not a bad pick. One, because the stage is pretty big, and it's going to be pretty hard for him to get those kills off the top he's been getting. 2, the Ducks actually get in the way of Bayonetta combos. So Afterburner downwards kick will bounce directly off them. But even if he's just doing the upwards kick, it does have enough hit lag that oftentimes it will be just enough to screw the combo up. So, yeah, despite the fact that those will be kind of getting in the way of Austin's up B pressure, potentially, definitely worth that risk, in my opinion. AeroLink getting in the grab, setting up the pressure from below. That up B, always something you need to look out for.
Speaking of which. Oh,
okay.
Speaking of which.
Yep. Not going to be able to get a huge punish off of it, just a couple of aerials, but still pretty big momentum swing, putting AeroLink into the lead damage-wise.
And I wonder if that'll almost condition Awestin away from going for so many of the aerials that have given him a lot of room and I guess a lot of utility throughout this bracket.
Wow, actually getting a low profile underneath that F smash. Ooh. Wow, that up smash not quite reaching front of the platform, but the held button actually shooting out the guns. The guns usually don't have any knockback, but on these smashes, they've got like 1 or 2 ticks that do just like a little bit of baby knockback, which can interrupt people whenever they're running into punish. Usually there's enough time afterwards to still get the punish if you're ready for it, but it's new enough that a lot of people get caught off guard and don't react afterwards. Nice.
Ooh.
Wow, actually beating out the upward side kick. That time, though, the afterburn kick coming through for the win.
And good holding shield there. And AeroLink deciding not to go for the full sequence. Awestin getting the grab out of it. Wow, 145%. While we've seen some really great low percentage KOs from AeroLink, again, at these higher percents, this is where Bayonetta at times really struggles. I'm looking for down tilts. I'm looking for back airs. Or I guess I'm just looking for bullet arts. You know,
bullet arts, there you go.
Forget it.
That's enough.
But we still have AeroLink in a very precarious position. I mean, 105%.
Yeah, that's high enough for the up air to finish it off.
The hard hat up air. Taking the game.
So that counter pick worked out pretty well. He lived to a very, very high percent on his first stock, which is, you know, obviously the higher you live, the better. AeroLink still managing to come through with a pretty low % kills on Battlefield. Dreamland, though. Yeah, I imagine Awestin banned Town and City, but still one more stage with the fairly low ceiling.
Let's do this. Game 3. Tied at 1 apiece. Remember that this is just going to be a 2 out of 3 set instead of a best of 5.
This will be the last game in the set one way or another.
Awestin did win the last time that he was on this very stage in a pretty tight set. But right now it's just been all about AeroLink. Not going to be walking away with a stock, but I'll take that damage to the bank any day.
Yeah, no doubt.
Another one of those afterburner kicks connects. AeroLink maybe autopiloting a bit on the combo game.
Yeah, so that's actually where a lot of like the mix-up in Bayonetta's combos from. Whenever she does the up B, you have either 2 options really. You DI out or you DI up and in. And if you DI up and in and she does the side B immediately, then you'll go too high and it'll miss. If she thinks you're going to do that, she can jump in side B, but then that'll be too high if you DI'd out. So a little bit of a 50-50 there. Not really...
Oh! And that was just before AeroLink could activate Witch Time. Awestin getting back on the board with a massive play. Honestly, I looked at that first game, I was just like, okay, it's really strongly in favor of AeroLink.
Yeah.
But the thing about playing against Awestin is that there's just always that Awestin factor. He's going to do something wonky, and you might find yourself short of stock's footstool.
Wow.
And he's trying to go for the down air, but AeroLink...
he wanted it all.
The massive hitbox that you touched on that Witch Twist just prevented the edge guard from happening. AeroLink still has this lead. He has the Witch Time as well. I want to see a big punish.
Is that going to be it? No, not quite.
Still getting a massive amount of damage.
Oh, yes. So much damage on the board now. Up to his opponent.
Bullet Arts.
Doesn't get the strong hit on Bullet Arts, but yeah, I'm going to use that for it. They're going to set his opponent pretty far off stage. AeroLink.
Ooh, and that's it. AeroLink taking his first Shockwave since Shockwave 37, and he's screaming finally. And a lot of folks in the venue definitely know what it means to him. You know, he's been trying and trying, coming up short week after week after week, and he's finally done it.
Very good stuff.
Can we see